Hey guys, Matt Jaxis here. Good to say hi in person. I posted yesterday that I have this opportunity that looks like it's probably going to happen to present for half an hour at San Diego Gas and Electric, which is a major company in the area, serves millions of people with all the electricity for San Diego. And as I mentioned, I wanted to put up a quick sketch, which I came up with just in the last day or two, on what I wanted to present, which is this video. It's not going to be the full thing, it's just a compact version. I know you don't have time or probably desire to see the whole thing, but I would love to get any feedback. Good, it's always good, but I know constructive criticism is how you get better, so please don't hold back. I value your thoughts, and I'm just going to quickly run through, again, in an abbreviated form, what I want to do. So without further ado, here we go. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Jaxis. Very nice to see you. I'm the founder of Ultimine Life Coaching. And what we do is provide people with the tools that they need to become healthier and happier versions of themselves, professionally and personally. So I had the amazing opportunity to come and talk to you today for a few minutes on stress management, which is a topic that affects all of us, right? We all get stressed. And it's actually an especially personal thing to me because the biggest stress of my life is the reason that I'm able to be here today. Years ago, I dealt with the most horrific thing that I've ever gone through. And I'm sure maybe some of you have gone through worse or can relate to this, but I was deeply in love in a committed relationship and was very confident that this was the girl I was going to marry. She was beautiful, intelligent, driven, and even from the first moment I saw her, I said, that's the girl I'm going to marry. Fast forward a couple years, everything's going great, or so I thought, and pretty suddenly, the relationship ended. The lights went out and they never came back on. And it was actually partially due because there was another guy in the picture, I come to find out. And regardless, I'm left completely crushed, broken. I'm feeling shame, I'm confused. And for months, I'm dealing with the weight of the biggest, nastiest depression and anxiety and total lack of drive to do anything. And it was horrible. And I came to the point where I realized, Matt, if you're gonna survive and go on, you've gotta find a way to overcome this. So I started researching. I started researching what others had done, professional coaches, therapists, the smartest people in the world, and I started collecting these tools and using them and finding that they did work and that I could control the way I felt. And I did get over it. It wasn't easy, but I got through it. And I realized that so many people need the same thing or maybe a slightly different type of help. They just don't have the tools. They don't know they're there because I didn't know they were there. And that set me on my journey, which has been a twisting road, but has allowed me to get where I am now and be in front of all you wonderful people. So it was my experience with stress, a horrible stress, that allowed me to develop the tools and techniques to manage it, stresses of all types. And I don't have much time here today, I've already burnt some of it, but what I wanted to do is give you one very effective tool that you can use to deal with any problem in your life. Now look, have you ever been stressed out by a terrible driver? Say aye. Have you ever been stressed out by a really difficult coworker, or maybe a student, or a parent, or a friend, or family member? These things have stressed us all out, right? Have you ever been stressed out by yourself, or just the situation you're in? Right? Yes. Now, I would actually argue that no. You have never been stressed out by another person, a bad driver, a friend, a family member. None of these things have ever stressed any of us out. In fact, none of these things have the power to stress any of us out. And what I mean by that is, it's actually the thoughts that we think that make us feel everything we feel. Every emotion, good or bad, happy or sad, stressed or light and free, you've ever felt is because of a specific thought or combination of thoughts that have been created in your brain. It is not the situation that causes us to feel stress. It is the thoughts we have about the situation that cause us to feel stress. Now, if you take that as the first point, then obviously the solution is, well, let's just not have bad thoughts. Just only have positive thoughts, right? Well, that's nice, but we all know that's not possible. And why that's not possible, actually, is a little scary. It's because we don't control everything we think. Much of the things that come out of your brain, you've never asked for. You didn't create on purpose. They're involuntary. You see something, boom, thought pops. You hear something, boom, thought pops. Maybe you even do something yourself, boom, thought pops about it. We don't have direct control over much of the things that come out of our brain. These are involuntary. Now, let me ask you right now, please, whatever you do not, absolutely no way, do not think about a rainbow-colored elephant sitting right in front of you. Anything you want is fine, but do not think about a rainbow-colored elephant, I'm begging you. Okay, now who thought about a rainbow-colored elephant? Right? Who thought about a rainbow-colored elephant even though you were trying not to think about one? Exactly. It's a simple example of how we don't control everything we think, but the things we think control us. Now here's the third point, and this is where we actually do have control. We do take the power back. While we can't control if a thought comes into our mind, we can control if we focus on it and feed it, or if we shift and feed and focus on a different thought. Now I have a really simple 3-part system that I want to offer you that you can use in any situation throughout your life to gain more control and have more productive, helpful thoughts, and ultimately feel better and be more effective. And it's called PASS, P-A-S. First, all you do is pause, take a time out. So often we get caught in this flow of thoughts. It's like a raging river. You don't even realize you're in it. Don't even realize you're drowning in it. But we are all the time. So first, pause. Just climb out of the river and evaluate what's going on. What are you thinking? After that, we ask. Ask, is this thought that I'm having at this moment, is it helpful or hurting? Is it helping me or hurting someone? Helping me or someone else? Or is it hurting me or someone else? Is it making me feel better or is it making me feel worse? And if you decide that this thought isn't something that is making the situation better right now, then we get to the S, and that is shift. Shift your focus. You've decided this thought isn't worth my time. It's bringing me down. I'm going to actively shift my mental focus to a new and improved thought that will make the situation better. Okay? So maybe you're thinking, why me? Why me? It's very common. You pause and you realize, oh, I'm thinking, why me? I don't want to be in this situation, dealing with this person right now. And you evaluate, you ask, you say, is this helping me, having this thought? And ultimately we might realize, as is often true, no, this is making me feel like a victim, and that's making me have a bunch of other negative thoughts and kind of get whiny in my own head, and it's not actually solving the situation. So now we get to the S, shift your focus. Shift, it might be as simple as, I don't know why me, but it is. So how am I going to solve this? P-A-S, pause, ask, shift. Now, I know a lot of you might leave here today and never ever think about this again, never use it, and that's okay. I won't be offended, I promise. But some of you also will take it and you'll try it, and you'll feel a little better, and you'll use it again and again, and you'll use it for weeks, maybe months, and it'll become habitual. And it really does, I absolutely mean this, have the potential to change your whole life. But think of it not as a magic bullet. It's not magic, it does take some effort. Think of it more as, I am handing you a membership, a lifetime membership to a mental gym. And just like a regular gym, you're not going to perfectly feel amazing the first time you go in. It's not going to solve everything, but a couple times after, you'll start to feel a little better here and there. And then it'll become habitual. You'll keep going. You'll lose the mental weight, so to speak. You'll get tougher and stronger. And then you have all these new powers and abilities that you never had before, just because you kept showing up. So I ask you right now, please think about a situation that you're going to go through sometime today that you think might stress you out a little bit, might challenge you a little bit. I want you to plan right now, when that situation arises, which it will, use PASS, P-A-S. It's very simple. Nobody has to know you're doing it. Try it out. See what happens. I'm really happy I got to be here with everyone today. I look forward to hearing how it goes when you actually start playing around with this. And there's so much more out there, is what my journey was about, discovering how much there is, how many tools. Like I said, I'm here to hand you the right tools. I handed you one pretty cool tool. Hopefully you'll use it, but there's a lot more. And it's my hope that you will keep reaching into that bag and grabbing other tools as you go. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you for checking that out. Oh, that went to almost 11 minutes. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. And please, feedback is more than welcome. And I look forward to working with and helping all of you. All right, take care.